What's up, you guys? Time for an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of nerds, nudity. What did I said? Nudity.
Oh, okay.
Ay, Dios mío.
I'm sure this is the only time in her life she'll ever hear this. But Cora, put your shirt on. No one will ever say that ever in life. All right, so I screwed up the intro again, but welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live. And yes, today is April 1st, but we are not tools, so we are not playing those games today. But we do have a little something special for you. We'll get to that later. I am Jason the X. Once again, thank you for joining us. I don't do this by myself, though. Down there, that is Cora.
Hello. For a meager donation of $1 million, I will remove my shirt on camera.
Not on YouTube.
It's a joke.
That is for your OnlyFans.
April Fools.
That is for your OnlyFans, okay?
It's $1,001,001.
And over there with this weird anime thing going here, that's Rick.
Hola, ¿cómo están todos hoy? Creo que todos están bien. Yo me llamo Ricardo. Yo estoy aquí con SCNS Live. Muchas gracias por venir.
And here's where the show needs closed captioning and subtitles. Wait, you're not doing that. I can't understand you. Why does he get subtitles? I don't need subtitles.
¿Sabes qué, Jason? ¿Por qué no hablas en japonés?
I'm just gonna get you the hell out of here. Oh,
mira,
man.
Porque son mexicanos, ¿verdad?
It is. I don't care. He's killing me. Anyway, yes, it is April Fool's Day, and this is the day everybody does the joke postings and everything. And yeah, I had plans to do some, but we are not doing that. But we are going to tell you about the ones that we created, just so you know. And these are fake, but we think they're good enough that we need to share them. So, do I even run the news segment for this one, or?
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll this. Oh, God, this is going to be bad. Here we go. So in today's news, HBO announced that they will be rebooting the popular children's series, The Little Rascals. But the Little Rascals will be a bloodthirsty paramilitary group. Hang on, I believe I have an image for that. It is, there we go. Yep. There's the official logo for the new Little Rascals movie. Yes, there will be a bloodthirsty paramilitary group that very devious, very treacherous, wet works type of group. Millie Bobby Brown is set to be the lead in the show Spanky, because Millie Bobby Brown is in everything, of course. And that other kid from Stranger Days that has Wolf in his name.
Ay, Dios mío.
Finn Wolf. I don't know what his last name is. Finn Wolf.
Wolfhard.
Whatever. Don't ruin my bit. I know exactly what it is. Little Rascal is set to debut this summer on HBO Max and in theaters.
Is it directed by Zack Snyder?
And yes, it is rated R, by the way. I think that was... I made a logo for mine, okay.
I love it.
I see the trailer being released sometime this spring.
Fantastic.
I tried to call Millie Bobby Brown to, get her to say a couple of lines, and she hung up on me again. That's very rude, young lady. I'm just asking you to be in my movie.
Oh Lord, this cannot go well.
Hold up. Now, if they reboot the Little Rascals into something as ridiculous as what I was explaining, I'm going to be pissed.
Why? Because you don't get royalties for it?
Well, that's why we have this. This is a recording. I came up with this stupid ass idea. Pay me. Okay. It's time for Cora, I believe you have a news story.
Yes, and it is something that we have been waiting for a long time now. And it was finally announced. Konami announced not only are they going to be going back into their bread and butter of video games, but we are going to be getting Suikoden 6. Finally.
Mm.
It may look like the same characters from Suikoden 4. That is, or I'm sorry, Suikoden 5, but that is just silly. I'm kidding. It's going to continue on like 1 and 2 did, except we are going to completely follow Frejador into Suikoden 6. The writer will be Toriyama. It's going to be fantastic, guys. It looks great. It looks like it's going to be released on the day that Aiden Chronicles comes out next year.
Damn, son.
So, Cora, I have to ask you, Cora.
Yes.
How much did this hurt?
It hurts so much.
She has waited her entire life of this show to announce. That's the only reason Cora stays on this show, is in hopes that a sequel to Suikoden will be released. Once it is, that's the day she quits. She's like, I'm done. I just had to be here to announce it.
Well, I mean, by that point, there's nothing else for me to say. News will no longer mean anything.
Cora's gonna announce this, and then Cora's gonna float off into the sky, like a guy. It's like my bidding is done.
And she just turns like magical fairy dust and just like.
My purpose has been fulfilled. My soul can be at rest.
Rick, I believe you had a new game announcement. That sounds super fun. Yeah.
Niantic's been busy. They give us Pokemon Go. They give us Harry Potter Go.
So generous.
And now we're getting Yu-Gi-Oh Go. You're gonna walk around. You're gonna have like a deck of cards where you have to throw them at the monsters, and hopefully they like stick into the card. And once you do that, you can build a deck. And then you can find somebody else that has a deck, and you can duel.
I'm sorry. The best part about that is just challenging people to duels randomly. Just people just walking by on the street, just challenging people to duels.
It's gonna be like all anime, like just like let's duel.
Like the cops show up and put like yellow tape around it. Sorry, ma'am. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel happening right now.
They're going to show up and they're like, you dare challenge me to a duel too, sir? Let's go. Because I remember that story. You told us one time that you were playing Pokemon Go and a cop shows up and it's like, you're looking for that Pikachu too?
No, that was the best. I was downtown late at night and I'm pretty dark. So anytime a cop approaches me in the dark, I'm a little worried, especially when I'm just walking around randomly picking up Pokemon. And this cop's like, hey, what's over there? And I was like, I'm just playing Pokemon Go, and he holds up his phone. No, what are you getting? I was like, I'm about to get arrested. I don't know what for, but I'm gonna get arrested for something. But I could see Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels being treated just like blasé by the cops. We got a 1081. We got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel going on at the park right now. Porting off the area until completion.
It's time to Yu-Gi-Go!
Cars trying to go around. Sorry, ma'am. Go around. Ma'am, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. Yeah. Straight face traffic people having to report on this. If you're trying to get to work this morning, you might be delayed about 30 minutes or so. There is currently a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel going on Central Expressway.
There's a kid there with a pointy haircut and another kid with long hair over one eye. And they're shouting at each other and something about a blue eye white dragon and a red eye black dragon.
Somebody else comes in. You never know when those duels are going to happen. Oh, well. Moving on. They just treat it normally. I love it. I'm here for it. Okay. All right. There's our phony, fake April State news. And I'm clearly stuck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels being just a normal thing in society now.
Watch one of these three become a reality within the next 2 years.
Look, I could see Yu-Gi-Oh! Becoming.
Out of all three stories, Cora's has the least possibility.
Dude, come on, man. That was right in the heart. Right in the heart.
She
You know
knows
what,
it's true.
You know what? Other than the fact that yeah, it's true because it's pretty much a dead franchise, but we get Aiden Chronicles next year, and that's basically a spiritual successor. So,
Did you see the look of laughter and pain on her face when I said that? Like, it's funny, but it saddens me so.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. Anyway.
You look at a core like Shawn Michaels looked at Ric Flair saying, "I'm sorry, I love you," and then just super kicking it.
Super kicking. Okay. All right, let's get to some real news. I'm not going to run the slate again. I think I'm just going to cut that out for our April Fool's Day and just put that up as its own video. Anyway, moving on to good news out there. Yes, things are it's still pretty horrible out there, but I've got kaiju. So that's all that matters. Yes, Godzilla versus Kong came out this week, and you know what? I liked it. These movies are not going to be like masterpiece movies to be graded like Pride and Prejudice. No, this is Godzilla and Kong fighting, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Are there problems with this movie? Oh boy, yes.
Too many humans.
But problems that I can get over because of a giant monkey and a giant lizard fighting. And someone decided to give the monkey an axe, which that's great and all that. But good news, Godzilla versus Kong debuted to 9.6 million on opening day for normal theater releases. This is a good sign. This is clearly the biggest box office opening that we've had, well, in quite some time, because the box offices have been pretty much closed. So
$12 of that was mine.
Huh? What was that?
$12 of that $9 million was mine.
Yeah. It was screened in almost 2,500 venues. It's going to expand 3,000 more this weekend. I think the biggest movie that we had this year opening was Tenet in theaters, and it did well. Granted, we're not looking at like big blockbuster ticket sales, but it is a sign of things to come. A lot of us have had, second vaccinations. I have. I could have gone to the theater to see this, but I'm still, trying to set the example. So, yes, this could be, honestly, the biggest box office debut of the year because it is so far. So, yeah, expected to gross 20 million over this extended weekend as well. So we'll see. This is a good sign. I mean, granted, I watched it on HBO Max. Just didn't go through the theater. I do want to go to theaters. I miss theaters. But I watched it on HBO Max, and speaking about the movie, I enjoyed it. Are there problems with it? Yes. It's a giant monkey and a giant lizard fighting. There is a suspension of reality that has to happen. So, yeah. But yeah, I might actually, because I think I'm past my incubation period. I can actually go and do things. I might go to the theater just to support this and see it on the big screen because, giant monkey and giant lizard.
Dude, if you come out to a Galaxy Theater, I'll buy you your ticket.
No, I don't want you to buy it. I'm doing it to support the movie. So, but we'll see. I'm all, I got my Fauci ouchie 2 times.
Hey.
More of us are getting it. I know Cora needs to join the One Shot Club. What's up with
that?
Yeah,
I'm having trouble signing up. The website keeps sending me in circles.
Just go to Fair Park and wait, and it's like a 90-minute wait.
In what car?
I will take you to get a COVID shot. I literally will take you to get a COVID shot.
Okay.
That is kind of effing important. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Get in the car, fool. So anyway,
we will plan that later.
Speaking of which, we're gonna go on and move on to you. What you got for news this week?
I've got fun. It's not a super big news, but Shaman King finally comes out today. Technically yesterday, I think, in Japan. Because yesterday was April Fool's Day. I don't know anymore. I don't know how time zones work. Anyways, it is opening day for Shaman King. It was officially aired today. And they gave us, since we won't be able to stream it until later this year, they gave us the textless opening for the show, and I cried because looking at the animation, it's just so good. It gave me like all of these feels from watching it originally, because the opening is and ending actually are both sung by Megumi Hayashibara, who did two of the original openings and two of the original endings. So they have her back for the show, and we know how many episodes we are going to be getting of the series, and it will be a full 52 episodes to make sure that they can cover the entire manga.
Ooh.
So 52 episodes of this.
Ooh, look at that animation.
Yes. I am extremely excited. I need to know, I need a date. Unfortunately, since it will be released on Netflix, we do not have a date quite yet on when we will get to see it. But I need them to figure that out, within the next 5 seconds, because I really need to see this.
It looks good. So we don't have a U.S. release date. Why?
Nope, we don't have a U.S. release date. We do have some release dates though for the Blu-ray.
Oh,
for it.
Ooh.
There will be, I believe they said 4 Blu-ray boxes sold for it. Each one will include up to 13 episodes. The first 2 will be released on August 25th, and then the second will be released on November 24th. So if you're looking for a gift for my birthday, it's right here.
Yeah, see, this is how they get you, because then they're going to collect them all later on. And
yep. And then the third box and fourth boxes will be shipped on February 23rd of 2022 and May 25th of 2022. So by this time next year, roundabouts, you can have the full series in your possession.
I think about late summers when they'll release all of them in one set, but no one's going to do that. They're going to buy all 4 of them.
I'll wait.
You'll wait until the full one?
I'll wait till the full one, because I just want to pay one lump sum and have the whole thing.
We'll see.
Look.
We'll see. I don't believe.
There'll probably be a set release on
Forgive
Amazon.
me if I don't believe you, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. I'm hoping that we'll at least get the streaming date soon.
Yeah.
Since it is going through Netflix, we don't have another streaming site that they're going through, such as, sometimes they'll go through Crunchyroll, Funimation, places of that nature, Verve. At the moment, it does not look that way. But if that changes, or if that information is incorrect, we will keep you updated on the Facebook page. / I'll scream about it next week. And be very excited that I got to see 2 episodes, because by then the second episode will be out.
Cool. All right, Rick, deliver it.
We got updates on the live action Powderpuff Girls. We actually got 2 more cast members joining, and we finally got our Professor Utonium, who is being played by none other than Donald Faison. He was cast earlier this week, and of course, everyone that has watched this cartoon, Professor Utonium is the creator of the Powderpuff Girls. So, and Donald Faison, I mean, he's a good actor. I'm excited to see kind of how they go with this. Wasn't expecting that. This is way out of left field for me, but I'm like, I trust Donald Faison. He's pretty funny. So,
yeah.
And then we also got the son of Mojo Jojo. Nicholas Podani is going to be Joseph Jojo Mondale Jr. As a kid, the nerdy, power-hungry, insecure Jojo was obsessed with the Powderpuff Girls despite his father's grudge against them. As an adult, Jojo finds his sweetness in rage and constant battle. So yeah, we've got 2 more actors on this. I'm excited for it. I talked about it last time. The Powderpuff Girls, they went their own separate ways. They all deal with real world issues, such as trying to find themselves, depression, trying to stay in the spotlight, that kind of deal. So, So yeah, I'm very excited to see kind of where this is going.
Okay, I'm happy about Donald Faison, but I instantly become sad because what happened to Mojo Jojo? Why does it sound like Mojo like died or something?
He might have.
He is a monkey. How long could he have lived? Oh, and he has a human. Okay, is this kid going to be human or is he going to be part monkey?
I think he might be like a mocap.
Yeah, I really want to know who or what Mojo bred with, because let's face it, it could go either way here.
Oh my god!
No, I'm get your minds out of the gutter. He was smart. He was intellectual. He was very.
You know what? He's a clone. We'll just go with the clone.
He had very high intellect. He was charming to a point. Mojo could probably land a human. I feel
That's called bestiality.
Hey.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Don't judge. I mean,
it's literally a crime.
he's an intelligent monkey with a brain.
He probably cloned himself like Django did and created Boba Fett.
Okay, if he clones himself, that would be the easy. Currently, there are writers in a room asking the same question I am. And they probably just came to the same reality that Rick just came through. Look, he's just a clone. All right, good. We can move on.
Yeah,
there's some writer in that room that asked the same damn question I am, and they probably looked at him like, damn, we hired this guy. But anyway.
I am Mojo Jojo.
I'm just saying, Mojo, it could go either way here. So,
no.
For those that are curious, Padani is a Juilliard graduate who previously appeared as Albus Potter in the Broadway production of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. His screen credits include the CW series Heart of Dixie and Netflix's Archive 81. And he is currently repped by AMT Artist, HCKR Agency, and mz.mgmt.ny.
I'm still wondering how this whole Powerpuff Girls series is going to go. Like, seriously, let's just do this. Whatever. I guess. I have nothing.
Oh, I forgot Mojo Jojo was Utonium's helper chimpanzee before he turned evil.
Yes, he was.
It's been a minute since I've seen the show.
Yep. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So, continuing on with some Kong versus Godzilla, kind of. Stop me if you've heard this one, but there's a live-action Thundercats movie on the horizon, and the director of Kong versus Godzilla has been helmed to direct it. How can I put? Oh man, this hurts so much to say. Okay, Adam Wingard is set to direct Thundercats. Just collect your thoughts, Jason. Just get this out. Of course, based on the 1985 cartoon beloved by many, and the 2002 cartoon, which was very good, and they should have kept that on. The project is being developed by Dan Lin and Vertigo's Roy Lee. They were also producers on Death Note. Don't let that deter you a bit. Anyway, the script is being written by David Cogshaw, which this is the closest we've come to Thundercats becoming a reality on the big screen. And I'm terrified. I'm honestly terrified. Because
what are you scared of?
I'm going to get to that. Okay, so we all know what Thundercats. There's no release date, but this is being done through Warner Brothers and Warner Media, so it could be on HBO Max, but it's definitely going to be developed through Warner Brothers. So with that, I would like to end this with 3 words: yes, yes, and no. No. Yes, yes, no. Yes, yes, no. I've said my piece. Let's face it, the last thing that had the Thundercats name attached to it, besides a very great figure line by Super 7, who is developing a 7-inch scale Thunder Tank, which I can't even buy that thing. I can't buy it. Like, literally, we found a toy I could not buy. It's too damn big. Do you remember the Thunder Tank from Thundercats?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
So imagine 7-inch scale figures and it can fit all of them.
How many are there?
All of the Thundercats, like Lino, Panthro, Tigra, Chitara, the Kitten Cat.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. I've seen the prototypes of it. I could not buy this thing. Like, I can't buy it because I don't know where I'm going to put it. So we're just going to pass that one by.
You can put it in the attic.
No, this one, I don't know. I'm out on this. I don't even get Super 7.
Wow.
I don't buy Super 7 figures. But anyway, yes, a Thundercats live action series on the horizon, and we are literally within striking distance this time. I mean, we've been talking about Thundercats movies for, I don't know, 15, 20 years now.
Jason, can I put a scary thought on your mind?
Go on.
Think Thundercats, but using the CGI from Cats.
I don't know, because honestly, when you look at the Thundercats, they look ridiculous. Let's face it. Come on. Look at Lion-O.
Okay.
Let me. I'm gonna bring the image back up here. Look at Lion-O's hair. Look at original Lion-O's hair. Look at that hair. Look at that makeup. Look at his face. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie and say it would be completely ridiculous, because I don't know. it kind of looks.
But see, imagine, just where would they get to play these the animals, the Thundercats? Just their faces CGI'd onto like a cat's body.
Okay, you stop now. Now you stop.
That's what Cats was.
No, but you can't do that with Thundercats. They like wear, armor and stuff. And please go with the 2020 the 2002 version and not the original version. Don't put Lion-O in the blue leotard. Give them some armor. I mean, look, I know there's a lot of people out there. Well, Chitara can be in the leotard. No, Chitara cannot be in the leotard either. Stop.
Hey, Warner Brothers, whoever's producing this, use the cat CGI for this, because it'll be hilarious.
Wait a minute, who did Cats?
No, who did do Cats?
I think it was DreamWorks, actually. Anyway, no, that ain't gonna happen. So there, I'm done. Please don't look at Thundercats Go for any type of inspiration whatsoever. Cora,
Universal Pictures.
Cora, please go right ahead.
All right, so I'm sure y'all remember a few weeks back we talked about Tokyo Babylon 2021 and how it had gotten into some hot water for 2 of its costume designs being plagiarized without permission. By the way, they were referenced and plagiarized without permission. Not that anyone gives permission for plagiarism, but you get the point. Well, it was announced this week that Tokyo Babylon 2021 is officially canceled. And not in the, we are canceling it and not going to watch it. The studio has canceled it. The project is done. It's dead. Kind of. In an official statement that was released, after the recent discoveries of copycat plagiarism by the animation production company, the committee has been reviewing all of our products to ensure compliance and prevent a similar situation from occurring again. As a result, unfortunately, we have discovered that there are many other imitation plagiarisms in addition to the 2 character costume settings that were pointed out to us. So they found more. And essentially the TLDR for the whole thing, because there is more to their statement, is that they will be going with a different company for production when they start the process again later this year. So they are still planning to do Tokyo Babylon 2021. The title will probably change a little if they decide to come out with it later, depending, things of that nature. What I'm also hoping for is that we can get an update on this character design, because I still think Seishiro looks nasty. I hate it. He's supposed to be almost 40 and he looks like he's 16 with the rest of them, and I don't like it.
It's just a shame about someone wanting to cheat and go the easy route, because other people have worked their ass off at this.
Yeah.
And you've now ruined it for them. That's the part that bothers me about this whole thing. At least, ooh,
And see, I understand where they were probably coming from to a point because the female character, I cannot remember her name right now. She always like the stuff that she wears is very trendy, and a lot of it in the manga was references to like popular Japanese celebrities at the time. But I don't like. I obviously am not Japanese. I don't know if you all could tell. I'm not Japanese, and I didn't grow up. And I also didn't grow up on a steady diet of Japanese culture and celebrities of the time. So I don't know how close those costumes were to the people that she was referencing. I know there like a couple of them anytime she did, they would put like a little footnote that this is referencing so and so's gala costume circa whatever. So they would always put in like little cliff notes so you could go look it up later if you really wanted to. But actually thinking about it, a lot of her day-to-day stuff really wasn't. It was only really like certain instances where she was like going out or whatever that they would do that. So
I honestly don't think it was going to make it with this stigma over it like this. This was probably the best decision to make.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty much the only decision that you can make if you were still going to continue the project, besides just going, set it on fire and run out the room, you know?
See, I do appreciate that they did follow up on their word of, yeah, we're going to look into this, and they did.
Mm-hmm. They did.
They found more.
Boy, and self-admit, well, did they self-admit? I don't know. Still, I think this is the best route to go, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will see if it picks up at a better point later this year. We'll keep y'all informed on that. I honestly was still excited for it despite some of the flaws it had. So we'll find out.
Okay. All right. Well, Rick, you are up, my man.
So Netflix is doing really well because they just dropped $450 million. Let me repeat that. $450 million for the rights to Knives Out 2 and 3. The sequels to the first one, Knives Out, which was directed by Rian Johnson and starred Daniel Craig, among others. But the next film will continue with Daniel Craig as the star. The first Knives Out was produced by Media Rights Capital. It was distributed by Lionsgate, earning $311.4 million on a $40 million budget. And Rian Johnson was nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. Netflix decided to say, hey, we've got some money laying around. How much would it cost for us to take this? And quite honestly, this is a good grab for Netflix because with the competition they've been facing from Disney Plus, Peacock, Paramount TV, or Paramount Plus, Discovery Plus, Apple TV, HBO Max, like they needed something big, and I think this is big for them. And this is also one of the biggest deals ever made for the rights for a movie series. Daniel Craig will reprise his role as private detective Benoit Blanc, which will give him a kind of like a new series to segue into once he is done playing. He is done playing James Bond, but the film hasn't come out thanks to the darkness. He will also get a salary bump for the second and third sequels. Depending on kind of how the movie does, which I guess with Netflix, it's going to be like, hey, how many people are actually watching it then? How many people are paying for it? Because, well, it's a sub. So if you have not seen the first Knives Out, I highly recommend it. It is an awesome murder mystery. It really gives you guessing till the end, though. For me, I kind of figured it out because
shut up, Sherlock. Although this movie made bank, man. But it was good. I would say definitely it was one of those movies. Word of mouth really helped this movie.
Yeah.
But damn, how much money does Netflix have?
I mean,
A lot.
It's kind of like now, but now it's kind of like, okay, you've set the bar at 450 million for 2 movies. Who's gonna come say, hey, we want to give you this movie, but we want Knives Out money? Or, you know, now it's gonna be like, hey, who's gonna give us the most money? And now it's gonna be a bidding war between Paramount Plus, HBO Max, Disney Plus. I mean, yeah, Disney owns half the world already, and the other half is owned by Apple. So
I'm pretty sure they own us, but you know.
So it's gonna become a big bidding war for certain series or titles. You know,
this was a big one. I saw this story and I was like, holy crap! Like somebody check Netflix's bank account. Seriously.
So yeah,
clearly they're doing well.
Yeah. So $450 million for 2 movies starring Daniel Craig, and Ryan Johnson's coming back to direct. And that's all we know. We don't know. We have a story. We don't have a release date. All we have is that, hey, these are coming out on Netflix. Keep an eye out.
Keep killing it, Netflix. Jeez. All right. Well, moving on, we did get a big premiere, a big trailer drop this week, and that was for Star Wars: The Bad Batch. That's right. When the Clone Wars final season was announced, this is one of the things I was so excited for, because I had read screenplays that introduced the Bad Batch, and I was all about this being put on screen. So when they announced this, everybody was like, the Clone Wars is going to finish. And I'm like, I get to meet the Bad Batch. Now, what are the Bad Batch? They are 4 clones that were created on Kamino, but they have special abilities and are not as obedient as other clones, as what is going to be evidenced in this series, because it is going to take place right at Order 66. And the way it looks is, they said, Also, with the addition to the team, Fives, who was previously a clone that was rescued in the final season of the Clone Wars, that introduced the Bad Batch, will be brought in as the 5th member of the team. Of course, the Bad Batch consists of leader Hunter. Echo. Echo was who was rescued, was the clone that was rescued. Tech, Wrecker, and Crosshair. Wrecker is my favorite because he's a big dude and he smashes stuff. My favorite. When does this series debut? With a 90-minute premiere episode on Disney Plus.
Oh my God.
May the 4th be with you, because that's when this series drops on Disney Plus, and I couldn't be happier. We're also going to see Ming-Na Wen is going to reprise her role as Fennec from The Mandalorian, which, I mean, thank you for putting Ming-Na Wen in things, because we love her. Yes, and Saw Gerrera, who was played by why can't I think of his name? Forrest Whitaker, but will be revoiced by Andrew Kashino, who voiced him in the Clone Wars series. So yes, it looks good. It looks great. I cannot wait to get more of the Bad Batch, because this was certainly one of the higher points of the the Clone Wars final season for me, and that it became a reality. I'm sorry, I love when this little thing from Star Wars becomes a big thing. It's like what drew me into Star Wars with the expanded universe, where, oh, we saw that guy in the movie in Jabba's palace, and somebody just said, I'll write a whole book about him. But yes, I'm so ready for the Bad Batch. It's right up my alley. And if you haven't seen the final season of the Clone Wars, you need to go over to Disney Plus and watch that.
Okay, so wait, quick question. Do we know what ends up happening to the Bad Batch? Do we have that story yet?
Apparently, when Order 60, it looks like Order 66 is going to go down, and they say no. No, I don't know what the final story of the Bad Batch is going to be. No one does.
Okay, cool. Because picture this then. What if this show up in either the Ahsoka series or in Mandalorian?
I would freak out.
Live action. Huh?
I think they might be a bit old by then, though. Mind you, this is the end of the Clone Wars.
So between the end of the Clone
Mandalorian
Wars,
takes place after Return of the Jedi,
which
That's
is what,
a lot of years, man.
Isn't it 20 years altogether?
Yeah, but I don't think the clones are meant to last that long either. So I don't expect to see them. I'm happy with just this enclosed series. I honestly am.
Okay.
Just keep expanding. Look, give me more Star Wars. Period. I don't care what it is. As long as it's good, give me Star Wars. This is my priority. Give me an Ahsoka series. Give me a Mandalorian season 3. Give me the Book of Boba Fett. Give me X-Wings.
Now,
Give you that sweet crank.
Now, will you lose your shit if they show up in the live action series?
Absolutely. But that's the beauty of this Star Wars universe that's being built on Disney Plus. People can just show up. Like at the end of The Mandalorian Season 2, when Luke showed up. I have been so separated from remembering that this series takes place after Return of the Jedi. I don't know why. I just forgot that Luke exists somewhere in this huge universe.
Did you cry?
Oh, when I was watching with my wife, and when they're like, they sent one X-Wing, and I was like, they sent one X-Wing. And then the cloaked figure, I was just, y'all have seen my maniacal giggle laugh when I'm just like past words and I'm so happy. Yes, that is where I was at. I was like, green lightsaber. So, yes, if they show up somewhere else down the road in Star Wars, that's great. But Ahsoka showing up in Mandalorian, these are the things I want in this universe. And it's happening, and that's good.
So when should we expect you to try out and be casted as a live-action Bad Batch? You could,
oh, no.
I mean...
I'd probably be Hunter. But I need to look like one of the clones. They're all clones. I don't look like... But then again, that guy's getting older now, so...
Yeah, well, he's a little H makeup. We'll shave your head.
Anyway, to exist in Star Wars would be a great gift, and that would be something that I would just my dream of life. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that this whole show because we could. Cora, give us a story.
All right, continuing in the vein of fun anime news, despite the other little bump we had. A new sports anime, Burning Kabaddi, which you may remember we've talked about before on the show, will be premiering tomorrow. I thought it was today. I got really excited and saw that it was April 2nd, not April 1st. That's a little disappointing. But on April Fool's Day, the team over at Burning Kabaddi decided to do something a little fun. And not only did they post this poster, which is completely in Hindi, but they changed their Twitter language and their official site's language to Hindi to, give a throw to the fact that the sport that they will be covering in the show is of Indian origin, and just, have fun with it. We're all hoping that this means that this show will be available in India as well, for obvious reasons.
I've actually got the trailer playing right now. Look at this.
It looks so good. But yes, it does release tomorrow. It will be airing on TV Tokyo, TV Osaka, and TV Aichi. It will be streamed in South Asia as well via Media Link Entertainment Limited. It'll start that on April 3rd. But we don't really have much information on everywhere else it will be streamed. So I'm currently diligently looking through Crunchyroll and Verve. Probably not Funimation. I don't know if Funimation. I feel like we would know if Funimation had it. But I'm gonna start searching to see where I can find it, because if I can't get Shaman King yet, I at least want this. I would at least like one thing.
Wait, is this a soccer anime or is this a wrestling anime?
No, it's
Kabaddi. Kabaddi
Okay.
is its own thing. The main character used to be a soccer player.
Okay, because I just saw one guy do a double leg takedown, and then I saw a soccer ball, and I'm like, wait, what's this, wrestling or soccer?
The main character used to be a soccer player, and with Kabaddi, it's basically you have to get as many points as you can and not get tackled by the other team.
That's right. Oh, that's right. You sent us videos.
Yeah.
There's a team here in Dallas.
Yeah, we have a Kabaddi team here in Dallas, which shocked me.
We need to go watch.
It's honestly really hard to explain what Kabaddi is because I'm still not completely like familiar with the rules. However, if you go on YouTube and just search for Kabaddi, you will find tons of videos of the sport, and Wikipedia does a pretty good job of trying to explain it. It makes a lot more sense when you're actually like watching and like reading as well.
Could you spell Kabaddi out for our listeners and viewers out there?
Yes, Kabaddi is spelled Kabaddi.
So you go, guys. If you want to look it up, that's how you spell it.
I saw while doing research when the first time, after you said the Hindi thing, I looked at some sites and somebody had the trailer up, and they said this has so much slow mo. Zack Snyder has a hard on. It's accurate.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Zack Snyder's like, this is my shit. Mm-hmm.
He's getting ideas for the live action movie that will inevitably come.
No. All right, stop right now. He might hear that shit.
Oh, he already has.
All right, Rick, you are up, buddy.
My last story of the night involves it's the best superhero comic book of all time, and it's actually one of my absolute favorite comics. We have some news involving the animated movie of The Long Halloween. This comic came out back in 1996 through 97. It was a 13 issues written by Jeff Loeb, and it was drawn by artist Tim Sale. And it's one of my absolute favorite comics. It takes place over a whole year, and there's someone by the name of the Holiday Killer that only kills on holidays. It involves a slew of, like, every villain from Batman's category of villains. It is an origin story also for Harvey Dent. It was actually an inspiration for The Dark Knight, one of the comics that the late great Heath Ledger read in order to help get himself into the Joker character, along with the Killing Joke and Arkham series, A Serious House on a Serious Earth. Anyways, so we got some news about this involving the voice cast, because we really didn't have anything. So I'm gonna start off with the late actor Naya Rivera. She tragically passed away back in July while she was swimming with her son out in California. But she did finish her voice role as Catwoman, Selena Kyle, for this. So this is probably officially her last role that she was able to complete before her very untimely death. But yeah, Naya Rivera, she was, for those that don't know, she was a big star on Glee, among other things, but Glee is probably the one that most people will remember her from. She did complete her voice work as Catwoman Selena Kyle for this. And we also have a Batman. We have a new Batman, but not a new voice actor for this. We are getting Jensen Ackles for Supernatural. He will portray Batman in this. He previously has voiced Red Hood in 2010's Batman Under the Red Hood, when he was Jason Todd, an older Jason Todd. But he is now going to portray Batman Bruce Wayne, which I'm very excited about. By the way, you Twitter trolls, go screw yourselves, because you guys were trying to troll him yesterday, and you know what? Go to hell. And this movie will be a two-parter. The first part, we don't have a trailer, we don't have anything. We just have this image that showed up.
Looks good.
But we have Josh Duhamel as Harvey Dent, Billy Burke as James Gordon, Titus Welliver as Carmen Falcone, David Dasmalkian as Calendar Man, Troy Baker coming back as the Joker, who did a great job in Arkham Origins and a couple other things as well as Joker. Amy Landecker as Barbara Gordon, Julie Nathanson as Gilda Dent, which, if you haven't read the comic, read it, because her little twist is really awesome. Jack Quaid as Alberto, Fred Tatasciore as Solomon Grundy, Alistair Duncan as Alfred, And we're also getting performances by Francis Callier, Greg Chun, Gary Leroy Gray, and Jim Peary. It is being directed by Chris Palmer, who directed Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and the script is being written also by Tim Sheridan, who teamed up with Chris Palmer for Superman, Man of Tomorrow.
I actually like
Jim
that was
Krieg
one of my favorite DC animated films they did.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Jim Craig and Kimberly S. Moreau are producing, and Butch Lockick is the supervising producer, and with Michael Uslan and Sam Register serving as executive producers. Again, this comic series, I actually it spawned 2 sequels. The second sequel was an origin story for Robin, which I actually have an original run of. But if you go out to like Madness Comics or go out to Keats or Zeus Comics, get a copy of this. It is absolutely a amazing story. It is probably my favorite Batman series out there, and there's a lot. But yeah, Jason Eccles, the late great Naya Rivera voicing in this. I'm excited. DC has done a couple of 2-parters. They did it with Dark Knight Returns. They did it with the Death of Superman. So yeah, first part of Long Halloween probably coming out this summer, this spring, and then the second half probably either the fall or winter or spring of next year. So they're usually about 8 months apart. So we'll see what happens.
Cool. All right. Well, we're a little bit early, so I do have some things that I want to follow up on that we talked about on the show. But I just had one breaking. And I think Ricardo will like this one. Our worlds have crossed.
What worlds?
Transformers 6 has cast in the leading role for their next movie Anthony Ramos, who's playing In the Heights.
Yes!
Well, the star of In the Heights. Yes. He will be taking a leading role in the 6th Transformers movie.
Oh my God, Anthony Ramos, I'm so proud of you.
I thought he might get a kick out of that one. Your people are crossing over into my people's world. I don't like it. But I'll accept it for now. So anyway. But we had a good time talking about a particular subject here a couple of weeks on the show, and that was the sequel to Everybody Get Up, It's Time to Slam Now. So we just got news. A brand new trailer will debut for Space Jam: A New Legacy this Saturday. On their Twitter page, they released a clip of Wile and Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, trying to kill each other again. But they did announce that the trailer would drop this Saturday, and we have a synopsis for the film.
Ooh, what is it?
During a trip to Warner Brothers studio, NBA superstar LeBron James and his son accidentally get trapped within a world that contains all of Warner Brothers' stories and characters. Back up, it said all of Warner Brothers' stories and characters. Under the control of a malfunctioning, all-powerful force AI named G, played by Don Cheadle. With the help of Bugs, LeBron must navigate through a never-before-imagined world filled with iconic movie scenes and characters as they reassemble the Looney Tunes to rescue his lost son. Now, to get back home, LeBron and the Looney Tunes have to unravel G's mysterious plan and win an epic basketball game against digital gamified super versions of the NBA and WNBA's biggest stars as the entire world watches.
Ooh.
They use some very careful wording there. Not just Looney Tunes. They said all of Warner Brothers.
I'm just thinking Batman animated series, Superman, Justice League.
Wait.
Go for it.
This is meme territory. I just want to say that right now. They just put Big Chungus in a video game. Are we gonna get Big Chungus in Space Jam?
Oh God, please do it. Please do it. Hold up. Bugs has been retired for a while. He's been kind of sitting around. Oh, but I noticed that they said all of Warner Brothers, the possibilities are now endless.
I'm like looking at my movie shelf. It's like
Maniacs.
I don't know what all. Go ahead, Cora. She just had a thought.
no, just the thought of the Animaniacs.
So yeah, they could put anything in this movie now. Like they said, all of the Warner Brothers franchise. Start thinking movies. Start thinking animated. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this movie now. Because I don't know you have made me wonder what's going to happen now. And for that, I'm in. Whatever you're thinking, it's still not all that they're going to do.
Could we see Roger Rabbit again?
That
I think I would
put that
cry.
on the fence. I would put that on the fence just because I believe that was actually a Disney movie.
But they used
Warner Brother characters.
They used,
but I believe it was a Disney property. And Disney and Warner Brothers were like, yes, we'll do this, because every time they showed a Looney Tune, they also had the corresponding Disney character.
Yeah. So the thoughts are endless what they can do with Space Jam: A New Legacy, but I'm here for it. So, yeah. Also, did anybody else get a chance to watch Invincible on Amazon?
Not yet, but I just keep hearing it's bonkers and a lot of expletives to describe this.
Let me put it this way. If this show gets canceled because people didn't watch it, I'm going to be mad at people. Like, I'm going to be going to people's houses like, why didn't you watch Invincible?
Are you going to Jay and Silent Bob this? You're going to Jay and Silent Bob this?
Why didn't you watch Invincible?
Oh my God.
Just
because
curious.
my
Cora, why didn't you watch Invincible?
I'm 5 years old. I don't know if I can watch that.
Okay, that would get that would be an excuse. No 5-year-old should be watching this show. It's excellent. If you, I definitely recommend it. It's some of Kirkman's best work, and yeah, definitely recommend going to watch that along with Kong versus Godzilla. Cora, hit us up if you need to watch any of these. You need to watch.
We got you.
You need to watch Invincible.
Oh, also, I have a quick addendum or a quick addition to Burning Kabaddi. Oh. Crunchyroll does have the streaming rights, so you can watch it on Crunchyroll, which is what I will be doing tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. Hey. Sweet.
Hey, real quick, Jason, do you know who's directing Transformers 6?
Yeah, the guy that's doing, sorry, I just had it.
Stephen Caple Jr.
Yeah.
He directed Creed 2, for those that don't know, which was a really good Rocky movie.
Oh, yeah, he is very good. I like that they're bringing in some unconventional... well, we saw that with the Bumblebee movie. They brought in...
John Cena?
Well, I'm talking about people to write and direct the movie.
Oh, okay.
So...
oh, my God. Can you just imagine Megatron and what's his bucket? Megatron and Starscream breaking out into song... dancing and singing with Anthony Ramos.
That would be the worst thing ever. And I would leave a movie if that happened. Oh I don't know what thought process you're on, but hell no. I would leave the movie.
Transformers, the musical.
No.
Transformers, the musical? Oh my God.
I have Transformers, the musical, and it's the 1986 movie. The music in that was fine. Thank you.
If someone created a Transformers musical, would you go see it?
No, absolutely not. Okay, probably. Probably.
Even if they had like a movie,
I'd be mad,
Optimus Prime.
But I would watch it. I'd be mad the whole time, but I would watch it.
Oh, I need to tweet Lin-Manuel Miranda like, hey, make a Transformers musical, please.
People will be shushing me in the theater to tell me to stop talking because I'd just be mad just saying it's some bullshit.
It's some bullshit.
All right. We need to end this show. Guys, thank you for joining us out there for another hour of this craziness that we call the Super Cool Nerd Show. If you want to follow us, please go over to facebook.com/SCNS Live, Twitter.com/SCNS Live, and catch us on Instagram at SCNS Live. But if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX. Cora, where can they find you?
For all things art related, you can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Corodono Art. In addition to that, on Instagram, on Twitter, there's going to be a lot of Suikoden. Just Fair warning.
Secret in 6?
In her dreams. Rick,
Yeah.
where can they find you?
Well, hold on. You can also find me on Twitter for Final Fantasy at chaotic_noodle. And now, Rick, where can we find you?
Oh, sorry. Rick.
You can find me under Instagram under NerdyRick89. That is spelled NERDYRIC89. There's no K in my name. So you can find me on there. Today was day 91 of 365. I'm doing the 365-day challenge. Picture day every day for the whole year. This is my third year doing it. I am getting closer to 1,000 followers. So follow me on there. Help me get to 1,000. I might do some kind of a giveaway or something. I've got a lot of things I can give away. And if you feel comfortable and you wear a mask, come check out Grandscape. It is their officially grand opening this weekend. There's going to be a lot of the local shops that are doing giveaways. So go support some local businesses, especially check out the wine bar. Tell them I sent you. They'll get you guys taken care of. So yeah, they just got a frozen machine too. It's delicious.
Put my alcohol in the glass. Anyway, that has been our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.